Leah was a curious girl. She loved adventures. Leah also had two dogs. There was Bastien. He was a French Bulldog. Bastien thought he was very serious. He liked to sniff flowers. And then there was Boudreaux. He was a Yorkie. Boudreaux loved to chase squirrels. He barked a lot. Woof, woof. One day Leah had a great idea. Let's go to space. Bastien snorted. He didn't like loud noises. Boudreaux wagged his tail. Space, woof, sounds fun, Leah giggled. First, we need a spaceship. She ran to her room. Leah loved to invent things. Her room was full of gadgets and gizmos. Today was going to be amazing. Leah found her space-time gadget. It looked like a very large toaster, but it wasn't for bread. This will help us build a spaceship. Bastien watched, skeptical. Boudreaux barked excitedly. A spaceship! Woof! Can we chase comets? Leah giggled. Maybe. First, we need to build it. Space-time gadget, do your thing. She pointed the gadget at a pile of junk. The gadget whirred. Lights flashed. The junk began to shake and spin. When the light faded, a shiny spaceship stood in the room. It was red and blue with blinking lights. Wow, it worked! I'll call it the Galactic Goofmobile. Bastien peeked out from behind Leah's leg. He had to admit, it looked fun. Leah, Bastien and Boudreaux climbed into the Galactic Goofmobile. Buckle up, she pulled the lever. The spaceship rumbled and shook, then whoosh! They blasted off into space. Boudreaux barked excitedly at the stars. They zoomed past planets and asteroids. Space was full of amazing sights. They saw a giant banana and a singing space cow. This is incredible. Even Bastien had to admit it was quite an adventure. But then they encountered a space traffic jam. Spaceships were backed up for miles. Oh no, this could take forever. Leah found a shortcut through a field of sparkly space dust. Soon they arrived at Uranus. It was a beautiful blue planet, but it was very, very slippery. Whoa, cried Leah as the spaceship skidded to a stop. They climbed out to explore. The surface of Uranus was made of ice, and there were penguins everywhere. They were sliding on their bellies. This is awesome. But the penguins looked sad. What's wrong? A penguin wearing a tiny scarf waddled over. Our ice slides are ruined. A giant ice worm chewed them up. Leah gasped. Don't worry, we'll help. Bastien rolled his eyes. He had a feeling this was going to be a lot of work. Boudreaux, of course, was thrilled. An ice worm? Woof! Sounds like fun. Leah, Bastien and Boudreaux followed the penguins. They came to a giant ice sculpture park, or at least it used to be a park. Now it was a mess. The ice slides were broken. Ice sculptures were nibbled in half. And there, in the middle of it all, was a giant ice worm. It was munching on an ice castle. Yikes, that's one hungry worm. The ice worm was long and white. It had sharp teeth and a very loud burp. They needed a plan. Perhaps they could distract it. This was going to be epic. Quick! While it's distracted, Leah, with Boudreaux's help, launched a snowball at the ice worm. Splat! It hit the worm right on the nose. The worm stopped munching and looked around. This will rebuild the slides in no time. Leah pulled out her trusty space-time gadget. This time she used it to create a special space goop. It was sticky and strong, perfect for fixing things. Leah, covered in space goop, wrestled a giant tube of the shimmering substance towards a broken ice slide. Bastien, his fur dotted with white, carefully shaped the goop with his paws. Boudreaux, wearing a makeshift space goop hat, barked encouragement. The penguins helped spread the goop. Soon the slides were good as new. The ice worm, no longer interested in snowballs, slithered away. The penguins cheered. Hooray, you saved the day! Leah, Bastien and Boudreaux said goodbye to the penguins. It was time to head home. They climbed back into the Galactic Goofmobile. Next stop, home sweet home. Leah set the controls for Earth. The Galactic Goofmobile soared through space, a trail of glittery space dust in its wake. Bastien sighed contentedly. He was ready for a nap. Boudreaux, of course, was still full of energy. Can we go on another adventure tomorrow? Boudreaux asked. Maybe, Boudreaux, Leah replied, but for now, let's just enjoy the ride home. The Galactic Goofmobile zoomed through space. Leah was busy telling Bastien and Boudreaux about her plans for their next adventure. She wanted to visit a planet made of jelly beans. Suddenly, the spaceship started to shake. What's happening? She checked the controls. I think we took a wrong turn. The spaceship was heading towards a bright yellow planet. It looked awfully familiar. That's not Earth, Bastien exclaimed, his tail drooping. Boudreaux, however, was unfazed. A new adventure. Double woof. Leah sighed. Well, it looks like we're going on another adventure, whether we're ready or not, she said, laughing. Let's see what this yellow planet has in store for us. And so the Galactic Goofmobile landed on the unknown planet. The adventure, it seemed, was far from over. Leah, Bastien and Boudreaux were always ready for a new challenge, and who knows what other strange and wonderful creatures they might meet in the vast expanse of space. One thing was for sure, their journey was just beginning. The end, or is it just the beginning?